What's going on, everybody? So yesterday I'm minding my business, doing what I do. I'm on Facebook Reels and I'm going down. I actually didn't even get a chance to go down the Reels. I come across 4 videos in a row talking about this subject.
But this person might have to wait X amount of time.
Can you explain why? Why is it that men are judging a woman based on how many penises enter her vagina? Please tell me
It's
that.
unattractive.
Why?
What it just is. Like,
what do you think it just stretches out and it's never gonna shrink
no,
back?
No, I'm educated. Like I know that a woman's vagina can contract.
Okay, then with your educated experience, why are you not attracted to a woman that has, I don't know, 30 body count? I feel like wouldn't you like her experience? Wouldn't you like the experience and the skills that she's bringing to the bed?
I would like the experience for me to be the next number. But commitment, no, because why would 30 other people, let's say the body count is 30, right? 30 is decently high, right? Why, as number 31, would I fully commit to something that probably 26 of those 30 bodies didn't have to commit to?
Because
what are the signs of spotting an insecure man, in your opinion?
If they ask what my body count is, off rip, after any age, it doesn't matter what a girl's body count is. If you're still on that at the ripe age of 25, that is so embarrassing.
What I'm trying to figure out is why most men always get looked upon like they're not a hoe. Why is it different for women than it is for men?
Because men and women are different.
They are.
Because it's easy for us to get sex. The world doesn't think highly of you if you do what's easy. And men getting sex is hard. So if they do what's hard, it's valued. If we do what's easy, it's not.
In order for me to sleep with 100 women, especially quality, beautiful women, I would have to have some type of value about myself. In order for you to sleep with 100 men, you don't have to do anything but just say it. And you can just walk down the road and you would find men that will sleep with you.
Your penis is too small.
Excuse me?
It can't. And I can't. And it's just too damn small.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe your vagina's too big?
What can I say? I need a big...
See, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why this conversation is actually prevalent in these days and times. A few years back, there was a word that became the biggest word in the world. YOLO. You only live once. That's what it means. YOLO means you only live once. It became the biggest word in the world. And that word was basically used, or that term or that word was basically used in order to justify bad behavior, in order to justify things that you know full well that you shouldn't do, but for the experience, you do them anyway. And that was a particular time capsule within our era. Now, if y'all have been watching my videos for years and years, you would know that I've said that generational change because of social media happens every 2 to 3 years now. All right? And now we're in the era, after YOLO, in the era of why does it matter? See, your past has a lot to do with who you are and who you will be. And who you're trying to be. Because your experiences are your teacher, ladies and gentlemen. So when you move from YOLO, where you were fucking up, now you don't want to tell people who you are. Because you don't want to tell people who you were. So that's why now it's, why does it matter? Well, I'm here to tell you why it matters. For one, when we're talking about body counts, for one, why are we pretending that STDs aren't out here? Alright? Nobody ever talks about that. Why are we pretending that? The fact of the matter is, the more you're out here, the more susceptible you are to an STD. But, of course, men don't think that, we don't think that with that much common sense. Alright? We don't think that practically. Alright? So let's go a little bit further. Commitment. Let's say, for example, you have a woman that is 26 years old. And let's say she has 30 bodies on her. Why would I commit to her? Because two things. Either she has a problem with commitment, or there's something about her that has people having a problem with committing to her. Alright? Why in the world would I commit to that woman? Now, with that being said, we're going to take a guess and say, which is a pretty safe guess, that this person did not start having sex as soon as they were born. Alright? And even if we were to say something stupid like that, we're talking more than one person per year by average. Alright? Practically thinking, let's say that person started having sex when she was, I don't know, 17, 18 years old, right? Now, we're talking about a time span of about 8 years in which this person has been with 30 people, right? Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all understand that some of those dudes overlap? So this person probably has a problem with cheating, probably has a problem with recognizing even when she should be happy, and probably has a problem with being faithful. See, you don't go to a job and say, hey, don't look at my work experience because you quit jobs every 2 months and say, hey, don't look at my work schedule or my work history, and hire me because of what I'm saying rather than what I've done. Your work history and how you work tells a person your consistency. And ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to y'all, but those first few dates when you're supposedly getting to know each other or whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen, those are interviews. I hate to tell y'all that. And here's the thing. Relationships and marriage are built for duty. So don't tell me I'm wrong. Alright? Because as soon as you tell me I'm wrong, one of your Facebook friends will post something that says, hey, I am accepting applications for a new bae, or a new boo, or a new friend with benefits, or a new sugar daddy, or some shit. One of your friend girls will say something like that, and it'll pop across your screen as soon as you tell me I'm wrong. So, in essence, the reason why it's really important to a man is because your past dictates what your future is. Men typically do not want to live outside the household from his children. He typically does not want to live outside the household. Once he has crossed the threshold of wanting to commit because we're the ones who's supposed to be afraid of commitment. Once he crosses the threshold of saying, I want to be a family, he doesn't want to see an end of that. So I haven't figured out why it is such a crime for a man to have preferences, but when it comes to height, weight, what a man makes, how much, what kind of car he drives, all of those things, we're considered monsters for having preferences. But you can have all the preferences and that you want. You can turn people down and be rude to them and talk shit to them and say whatever you want to as a woman, but we can't say shit, and we can't want what the fuck we want. But lastly, if it's such a big deal, see, you don't want us to invest in your past. Men, we think about your past because we want to know how you figure into our future. We are factual. We want to know things that have happened, that have absolutely happened. Women are dreamers. Therefore, they invest more into the man's future. They want to know about your future, ladies and gentlemen. We're different. What may seem immature to you might not be immature to him. This is coming from a man who doesn't ask that question. But I understand why they ask that question. Show off.